Texas Congressman Ron Paul. Congressman Paul, welcome here. Welcome back to Freedom Watch. We have been listening almost all day to your colleague, Senator Jim DeMint. You probably just heard us discussing this with former South Carolina Governor Mark Sanford. Senator DeMint's argument is that you have brought the debate to the point where it should be, that the debate should be over just how small the government can be, just how the government can and should stay within the confines of the Constitution. And there's no room in the Republican Party for the big government Republicans who once were here. Boy, if he means that, I guess he's going to vote for you next Saturday.
Well, who knows? Maybe he will, because I certainly talk his language and he speaks my language. But, you know, he has given me a very nice compliment, because it has been one of my goals to get the debate shifted away from two power struggles on how to use government power and spending money. And that's why people are so disgusted. You have Republican big government people versus Democratic big government people. So I think the debate has to be those who call themselves fiscal conservatives but reject the notions of very limited government and the Constitution. And I think we've driven that debate away from, you know, to get a broader field. You know, they keep talking about compromise to get more Republicans in. I think you need to get coalitions built, and you need to bring people in by sticking on principle. And I think that's what he's talking about.
Can you go toe-to-toe with Mitt Romney in South Carolina and Florida, and then a month and a half later on Super Tuesday?
Well, I would hope so, because I think I've heard all those cliches for so long. And right now, even with some of the polling, shows that I do quite well, probably equal to what Mitt Romney's doing against Obama. But I think my ideas are clear, and I don't have to mince the words. You know, I know what we should stand for, so I don't have to be flip-flopping around or trying to satisfy one group versus another group. You've known me long enough that I come from it from a very constitutional perspective and a very free market perspective, and a principled stand for the right of individuals to run their lives and spend their own money.
Do you think that it will be you against Mitt Romney, that Rick Santorum and Rick Perry and Newt Gingrich, each of whom is willing to borrow money, each of whom has an odd take on the role of capitalism in our lives? And by the way, thank you for defending Mitt Romney on the issue for which Newt Gingrich attacked him. It was you who was being the pure defender of the free market there. But do you think there's enough a view in the Republican Party to bring you against Romney alone, and that the others really are vulnerable because they are basically just big government Republicans, what Senator DeMint says we don't need anymore?
Well, if you'd have asked me that 6 months ago, and I would have probably had to answer, you know, not a very good chance. There was always a chance you're on there and you're trying to present your viewpoints. But I think the sentiment has changed. I mean, just since New Hampshire, you know, we picked up quite a few points in South Carolina. So people shift their opinions, and getting on the national stage makes a difference. So there certainly is that opportunity. But to deny the fact that Mitt Romney has a pretty strong lead, he has a lot of money, it makes it pretty tough. And every once in a while, you know, some of those other media outlets aren't exactly friendly toward me. So
those other media,
it's a long road to hoe.
Are those other media outlets still ignoring you, or are you getting your fair share of exposure? Well,
I think I am, but some of it is, you know, directed in a certain fashion, and they say, "See, we're talking about you now," but I think they distort what I'm saying. But no, I don't have that much complaint. I'll let a lot of my supporters do the complaining. But yeah, we're getting more attention. There's no doubt about it. How can they have me come in on a strong second place in New Hampshire and not talk to me? So I think we definitely are doing better. I don't think I'm going to have only 89 seconds at the next debate, to tell you the truth. I think those days are past.
We'll be watching. Congressman Paul, it's a pleasure. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.